All right, this one was requested for me to check out, and actually, could be a really good one.
The
Metal.
duty
Oh, hold
of
up.
all who
Hold up. Metal Sonic versus Zero. That's a really good one. But I've been thinking about it for a little bit ever since I was asked to check it out. Excuse me. I would, off the top of my head, and I hope I get this right because I think I'm 0-5. Every for the last 4 or 5 death battles I lost. So hopefully I'm right at this. I'm gonna go with Zero. I know his arsenal more, so that's why I'm going with him. But speaking of which, shout out to the classic. It was during the PlayStation era. Mega Man X4. That's my favorite Mega Man. You can use him and Zero. That was my favorite. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Zero. Let me know in the comment section what you're gonna go with. But hopefully we can break this loser streak here. 0-5 or 0-4, one of them.
dedicate their lives to the science of robotics. Make the coolest, deadliest machine you possibly can.
Ghost in the Shell.
Just don't make him
The
too
Terminator?
smart. That never works out for you.
Metal Sonic, Dr. Eggman's Hedgehog Destroyer.
And Zero, Dr. Wily's Maverick Hunter. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
That's
death
Mega Man
battle.
X4.
Dr. Eggman was a genius with a dream. A dream of
Shout
a
out to
world
Jim
ruled
Carrey,
by
bro.
his
He
own
plays
iron
Dr.
fist.
Perfectly,
However,
man.
there was just one
Honestly, them
small
Sonic
problem.
movies ain't as great as it is
A
without
speedy
him.
blue problem.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I like the Sonic movies, but they're nowhere near as great without Jim Carrey.
No matter how many times Eggman tried taking over the world, this freedom fighter just kept getting in his way.
But like any respectable scientist, Eggman was a problem solver. Thus, he developed the ultimate hedgehog killer, a machine which would not just equal his speedy nemesis, but surpass him.
And Dr. Tubby called his greatest creation Metal Sonic. He's even got a sweet chest speaker to blast Slayer all day long.
Speaker? What? No, he's just made of metal.
Oh, that's cool too.
To contend with his cool blue rival, Metal Sonic was built to reach and maintain incredible speeds.
And unlike most of his wacky inventions, Eggman actually got this one perfect. Metal Sonic is hella fast.
Metal Sonic is also equipped with tons of tools and tricks specifically to overpower
I miss playing them old
Sonic.
Sonic
He
games.
can fire
It's
a
been
plasma pulse
years,
laser
bro.
from his chest.
I don't know what these new
construct
ones
a
have come
black
out with,
shield
but the
which
ones
seems
before,
practically indestructible, and blast through obstacles by going V maximum overdrive.
like when I was a kid,
Black Shield? Maximum Overdrive? You're sure he's not into metal? Cause those sound like some killer band names to me.
To activate V maximum overdrive, Metal overloads his own circuits to quadruple his speed while simultaneously surrounding himself with a destructive energy field.
If all that wasn't enough, Metal Sonic can scan his opponents to copy their techniques. He copied the explosive Knuckle Slam from Knuckles, ESP from Silver, the Backguard technique from Rouge, and even copied Shadow the Hedgehog's signature Chaos Control.
He can only
Interesting. I
copy
didn't know that.
specific moves at a time, but whatever power he takes is not limited by his physical body. This is because Metal Sonic can actually morph and manipulate his form.
He totally stole that from T-1000.
Funny mentioning Terminator because you're not too far off. Metal Sonic is so powerful that he's overcome his own programming, overthrown his creator, and attempted a global takeover all on his own.
And he can do it too. He's shielded attacks from Shadow's deadly Chaos Spears and Silver's telekinetic ESP.
Shadow
He's
always
dodged
be my
attacks
favorite.
from Knuckles, Amy,
I love
and
Shadow
Espio
growing
at
up,
the same
and
time.
I think they
And
did
he
it
even
perfectly getting
competed in the
Keanu Reeves to
Olympics.
play him.
You know how tough it is to qualify for that? Like, really tough. Plus, he gives Sonic a run for his money whenever they race.
Metal can match and sometimes even outpace Sonic's speed. Sonic's specific top speed is technically unknown. He boasts that he's faster than light, but he has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment. Sonic's highest speed is officially described as hypersonic, and his best record comes from Sonic Unleashed, where he's recorded running up to 3,000 SPD. Assuming this translates to metric meters, given the game's Japanese development, this puts Sonic in the high end of the hypersonic spectrum, clocking his highest recorded speed at a whopping 6,711 miles per hour.
That's over 8 times the speed of sound. Damn, I wish I was that fast. Could have escaped my ex-wife way before things got serious.
This speed is likely what Dr. Eggman was aiming to beat when designing Metal Sonic. Even then, with his abilities like V Maximum Overdrive, Metal Sonic can increase his speed up to 26,844 miles per hour. That's Mach 35, more than enough to reach escape velocity.
And this bot has a lot of power behind him. In one of his battles with Sonic, their conflict caused enough damage to break off that ginormous stalactite over the city. Look at the size of that thing!
By comparing its size to the nearby buildings and assuming a granite-based composition, we can estimate that the stalactite weighs over 46 million tons. The energy required to cleave a rock that size could be as high as 200,000 tons of TNT. 10 times the power of the atomic bomb dropped on Nagasaki.
That's crazy.
And if that's not powerful enough for you, Metal Sonic has a couple different super forms. There's a Red Titan form, his Neo form.
And I hope Zero
and
got
best
an
of
answer
all,
for this, because
Metal
my goodness,
Overlord.
this dude seems
Again,
overpowered.
band names.
He had more in
copying
his
the
arsenal than
powers
I
of Sonic
remember.
and his friends, Metal transformed into this flying dragon-looking thingamajig. It can fire missiles, shoot gigantic chunks of crystal, trap opponents, and destroy everything.
Metal Overlord is so impressive, it took the combined might of Supersonic, Tails, and Knuckles to take him down.
Yeah, he may be metal as hell, but he's not indestructible. Despite being Sonic's superior in almost every way, he still loses fights to him more often than not.
Metal Sonic is extremely durable, but his internal systems are susceptible to overloading if pushed too far. For example, every time he uses his V Maximum Overdrive attack, he risks permanent damage. Also, even though he's mimicked multiple organic abilities, they're sort of simplified versions. He's never displayed any at their greatest potential.
Still, this is one of the deadliest machines we've ever seen. As long as Metal Sonic's around, even the fastest thing alive struggles to keep up.
All living things kneel before your master.
All right, Zero, we gotta. This dude's almost overpowered here.
For decades,
Let's see what
the
we got.
robotic war between Dr. Light and Dr. Wily left destruction in its wake. No matter how many machines Wily created in his quest for world domination, Dr. Light's own Mega Man was always there to stop him. But like any successful genius, Dr. Wily was determined to have the final word, even if it came from beyond his grave.
Wily put all the smarts he could into creating the best robot he'd ever built. Its name was Zero.
Dr. Wily's plan to create the world's most powerful robot succeeded all too well. Designed for combat and violent by nature, Zero was primed to put Wily back on top.
Just one problem. Because of a glitch, Zero
This
was
music's
totally
bringing me
disobedient
some
to
childhood
Dr. Wily
memories, bro.
and attacked him. I mean, I don't blame him.
No,
If
one thing, the
that thing
soundtrack
was
of Mega
the
Man
first thing
X4
I
was
saw
always
when I woke
goated.
up, I'd probably punch it too, or send it back to the bar whence it came.
How sad, all that hard work wasted over a single programming flaw. Wily was forced to seal Zero away, and he wouldn't be discovered for another 100 years.
But a
Dang.
long nap wasn't enough to calm him down. When he woke up, he wasted everything around him until he was stopped by Commander Sigma, the leader of the peacekeeping Maverick Hunters.
Sigma may have stopped Zero, but then things got complicated. For some reason, Zero's stasis pod also contained a mysterious virus. The virus infected Sigma and, for some reason, swapped Sigma and Zero's morality alignments.
So Sigma turned evil and Zero turned good, just like Robot Freaky Friday. Being a good guy now, Zero joined the Maverick Hunters, making it his mission to eliminate any machine which posed a threat to the world. Because what else are you gonna do in Robot World but fight crime with a laser sword?
He's certainly well equipped for the job. The Z-Buster is Zero's go-to long-range weapon, with both rapid-fire and charge energy shots.
He's also got tons of deadly spears, hammers, and chains, but his favorite weapon is his trusty energy sword, the Z-Saber.
The Z-Saber is arguably Zero's most essential weapon. With it, he can
I
cut
missed
other
that game. They
machines
need to
down
bring
size
back,
with a
if they
wide
haven't,
variety of
I mean,
ground
maybe they
and
did
airborne
already,
strikes.
but
Furthermore,
Mega Man
he
X4?
can enhance his blade by
I'll play that
limiting
right
the power
now.
of his enemies. This lets him use the Z-Saber for attacks imbued with fire, ice, electricity, and even metal.
But he can copy more than just sword stuff. Zero can use the Twin Dream technique to create a clone which mimics his every move. He can summon robot dragonflies to fight alongside him, call down beams of energy from the sky with Rikoha, and even use Dark Hold to temporarily freeze time.
If necessary, Zero can activate Black Zero mode. This form halves his defense in order to double his attack power and quadruple his speed. He can also transform into the stronger and faster Absolute Zero. Yes, that's what it's called. In this form, he loses access to his Z-Sword and acquired abilities, but he gains razor-sharp claws and the power of flight.
Check out those bat wings! You know, with all these cool powers, he's pulled off some crazy shit. He's defeated dozens of Mavericks and even Sigma himself, multiple times.
Not to mention stopping dozens of other threats to the entire planet, such as when Eurasia, an enormous city floating in space, fell to Earth in a crash course similar to the asteroid which annihilated the dinosaurs.
But that's okay, Zero took care of it. How? By flying a space shuttle right into it like a badass. And he survived! Suck that, Asteroid City!
Moreover, it's important to remember Zero was specifically built to be far superior to the original Mega Man. We've analyzed Mega Man before, and learned he could keep up with the speedy Quick Man and catch a 60,000-ton castle.
So, Zero's better than that.
Zero is undoubtedly Dr. Wily's greatest creation, but like the mad scientist's other machines, he has his downfalls. Despite being a machine, Zero is susceptible to exhaustion, and if he receives too much damage, not even his auto-repair systems can return him from the brink.
Also, he sometimes comes
Question
down
is
with
he
a bad
fast enough to
case of
keep up
edgy
with
anime
Metal Sonic?
protagonist.
What am I fighting for?
And yet,
I don't-
Zero is a fearless
That was his
guardian
voice.
who
I
won't
did not
rest
remember his
until
voice from back
world
then. I was like,
safety
wait,
is
that's Zero
secured,
talking?
even if he has to be reincarnated multiple times to do
He
it.
sounded different in the game, right? I do not remember that kind of voice in the
I don't
game.
even need my sword for such an easy fight.
Yeah, even that voice was different. He was amazing in Marvel's Capcom 3.
All right, the
All right,
contestants
Zero.
are set. Let's end
It
this
looked like
debate
off
once
the
and for all.
rip,
But
Metal
first,
Sonic might win,
robots
but
can't really enjoy food.
hey,
But for
I've
all
been
the
wrong
humans
though
out there,
4 or 5
what I
times
have
already,
news
so maybe
for
I'll be
you.
right here. All right, let's break this loser streak here.
Found a Maverick. I'll take care of it. Starting mission now.
All right, Zero's keeping up with the speed.
Just like a training program.
Cause I know Zero's fast. I just couldn't remember if it matched the speed of Metal Sonic.
How did this happen? Charge shot!
Dang.
Yeah! Rikoha! Crap!
Transform again. You know what you gotta do. Get them paws out. There you go. The sound effects of these attacks are more defined this time. Uh-oh.
This'll be over in a nanosecond.
Wait, is that it? Wait. Cause I've been wrong before. Oh, we actually get it. Okay. Cause last time I got excited and then I lost because it looked like I won. Hold up. Let me go back again. But yeah, the sound effects is more defined this time around.
Chaos control.
This will be over in a nanosecond.
That's cool little edit.
Mission accomplished.
I had to make sure though that we won. Finally, the loser streak is over. I think it was 4 or 5.
Boom goes the
let's see this
giant
breakdown.
flying robot monster.
Metal Sonic was a worthy adversary, but Zero was simply better equipped for this battle.
At Mach 35 speeds, Metal seemed like a shoo-in for better speed, right? On paper, maybe. But remember, Mega Man beat Quickman, and Zero was built to surpass Mega Man in every way.
That's true.
Quickman's top speed was recorded at 224,000 miles per hour.
Goodness gracious,
over 8
bro.
times faster than Metal Sonic.
That makes me
Scaled to
wonder,
the
like, what is the
inferior
speed of
Mega
the
Man,
Flash?
Zero could certainly handle a machine of Metal Sonic's speed.
Zero's vast arsenal also gave him plenty of options for just about every situation, even when Metal tried screwing with time.
Unlike Metal, Zero actually possessed multiple methods of stopping time, which were more instantaneous and just as effective as Metal Sonic's imperfectly copied Chaos Control.
So Zero definitely had the advantage in that field.
The durability difference was pretty clear too. Zero's feat with the Eurasia Space Colony trumps anything Metal's ever endured.
Yo,
The
to be real,
resulting
I'm just happy that
explosion
loser streak is
similar to
over.
the
We're at
asteroid
1,
event
and I'll
with
take it.
dinosaurs, an event estimated to have equaled 100 trillion tons of TNT.
But even surviving a
I'm glad I
tiny
didn't
fraction
panic
of that
on
explosion was far
the
more
breakdown
impressive
of
than
Metal
200
Sonic, thinking I was about to
TNT
lose, and I
needed
just
to break
stuck to
that
what I
giant
said.
rock. And that was from Metal Sonic and Real Sonic's power combined.
Even ramming Zero at full speed would not have done much. Moving at Mach 35, Metal's 276-pound body would only hit with enough force to destroy a building. To be blunt, not only was Metal Sonic outmatched in speed and durability, but he didn't have the means to truly kill Zero. Whereas Zero's shown time and time again that he could destroy enemies just as tough and bulky as Metal Overlord.
Looks like Metal Sonic was
Yeah,
the
that
real
ending
hero
though, that
in
like
this
the edits
fight.
on there.
The winner is Zero.
Finally! Just like that SpongeBob clip I always like to show. Alright, yeah, thank you for asking me to check this out because, and I'm glad I chose the right answer because now I can get that off my head of being on a loser streak. Imagine I would have went 0-10. That would have been embarrassing. But it's all fun. But yeah, so love both characters. This was a really good choice. When I was asked to check this out, I was like, dang, this is good. This could be a really close one. But yeah, so really good choice. Thank you. Alright, well let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. I'll see you later.